Greetings. My name is Salandra Singleton, and I'm a first-year pre-nursing scholar hailing from the magic city of sandy white beaches and nightlife, Miami, Florida. And this is my video answers for my RA application. So let's get into it. Question number 1. What do you consider to be the primary responsibilities and obligations of a resident assistant? I would definitely say all revolves around presence. I am very big on presence. I walk into a room and I make sure that I am seen. And when I say seen, I mean giving off good vibrations, giving out good energy, good aura. Like, I want to be seen and I want to be felt as a powerful presence. I want to feel like I'm here to do my job and make a change for the better. As an RA, I feel like one of your biggest responsibilities is to be a listener. Me personally, I've been told that I am a good listener, but I also give back feedback. I do not sugarcoat anything. Yes, I will listen to you, but I will also give you the real. And when I say the real, I mean, like, you can definitely come to me with your problems, your issues, whatever is going on in like your personal life, and I'll listen to you. But at the end of the day, I will definitely give you some advice if you're looking for that, some support if you're looking for that. Yeah, so being a listener, having presence, being punctual, and being reliable. I feel like those are the 4 things that all goes into the responsibilities and obligations of being an RA. Question number 2. What motivates you to pursue the role of a resident assistant, and how do you hope your presence will influence and support residents? What motivates me are my RAs. They are probably some of the coolest people I've ever met, and they are so relatable. When I go to the desk, I don't want to feel like I'm talking to a manager behind, like a front desk manager. I want to talk to somebody who can relate to what I'm going through, who has even gone through things I've gone through, and I want them to not only give me advice or, you know, give me just a little bit of support, but to also like encourage me to keep continuing my education here at FAMU and to reassure me that things will be okay, and definitely just be that listening ear. I think some people just want to be heard, just want to be listened to, and I'm definitely one of those people. I feel like sometimes my comments or my thoughts, my feelings can fall on deaf ears. Like, nobody's listening to me, nobody's really paying attention to me. Not to say that I am a attention brat, but I would like if people acknowledge me when I am in a time of need. So I feel like I am a conversationalist. If you want to talk to me, talk to me. Question number 3. Couple things about me. As I said in the last question, I am a conversationalist. Like I said, people just sometimes want to be talked to, listened to, have a conversation. I know a lot of friends who go down to the front desk just to talk to the RAs and just chat, chop it up. So I definitely do feel like because I'm a conversationalist, that will add on to me being an RA. Also, I would say being reliable. If anybody needs me, I'm there. I will let you know if I can't do it, of course, because, you know, scheduling, and then like, if I know that I can help you, if I know I can come through for you, I will do so. You need resources, you need links to resources for studying or to get an on-campus job or to get an off-campus job, how to do things, how to get around, what resources to use on campus, how to basically navigate this college life, so-called college life. That's something that I can give to my future residents. Question number 4. Yes. As far as like diverse personalities and varying levels of experience, not everybody is going to be new and not everybody is going to be a returning RA. So I definitely do feel like to mesh those 2 groups, I definitely do feel like it can be this thing called a Socratic seminar. I don't know if you guys heard of it before, but it's kind of like a TED Talk slash roundtable thing where everybody sits in a circle and they have a topic and then they discuss it and then they just give their opinions and feelings on said topic. So I definitely do feel like that's like an activity that can not only bring us together but also help us find common ground if there's like any issues or any situations where we just don't agree and we just trying to reach a solution. I feel like that's a really good way to solve a problem. But yeah, that's like what I would do. Or if anything, I would try to like do joint events at, well, as a resident right now, I don't go to many RA events, but when I do, I definitely see that they're well thought out, well planned, and that the RAs that conducted the event to like actually put time and effort into the event. Yeah, definitely love that. Next question is, please describe an instance in which you proactively took initiative. What actions did you take and what was the outcome? So this is actually a funny story. So when I was in high school, I was in a poetry club and we had this event to go to. It was a big thing. It was a very big event for us. It was called Louder Than the Bomb, Florida. It was sponsored by the Jason Taylor Foundation. It was a chance to represent my high school, Miami Norland Senior High School. Me and my group, we took all this time to study this group poem and our solo performances. So as our mentor and teacher is driving us there, one of my friends catches a really bad case of anxiety and stage fright. Way before this, she was saying all her lines perfectly. Everything was coming out smoothly. So she ended up backing out of the performance. So then my teacher pulled me aside and she said, Salandra, do you think that you can step up to the plate, fill in her solo performance with your piece that you wrote? And I had to think about it for a little bit because initially I wasn't going to solo perform. I was only in the group piece. I only knew my parts for the group piece, and that was what I was mainly focused on. I had to take a step back and think, like, what can I do for my team? I know that she can no longer do it, so I took the initiative to step up and help my team. I took the initiative to proactively step up, even though I wasn't involved in anything that had led up to the incident. I put aside my differences. I took a deep breath. I realized what I had to do and how much it meant to the others around me in my environment and what it meant to them. And I said, okay, I got this. Question 6. So me, honestly, I am a person that centers and works around time management, whether it's hourly, daily, or even weekly. As far as like responsibility and deadlines, with deadlines, I'm pretty good with them. If I see a deadline, I'm gonna make sure that I do it at least 2, maybe even 3 days before it's due, just to give me some space to actually start working on future projects or homework or paperwork or anything that I have to do in the future. So I definitely do know what I can handle and what I kind of can't handle. So there's many ways to do this, but yeah, time management. We back. So I would say that to be consistent in communication is to definitely like set up times in which we would sit down and talk. I mentioned this a little bit earlier in the previous question, but it's nothing to literally sit down and then talk with your peers, talk with your coworkers, talk with your RD. It's really just setting up a time to discuss what needs to be discussed. I definitely do feel like as far as communication goes, everyone should have a say in these type of situations, whether it's an incident with a resident, as far as like facility issues, well, housing issues, things like that. Expectations, I would definitely say, just to make sure that my peers are staying encouraged, encourage them like, hey guys, we got this. I know it's gonna be a busy week, but we got this. Let's keep our heads up. Let's stay communicated. If you need me, text me. Question number 8, what approach would you take to repair relationships and foster trust with residents following a miscommunication or disagreement? As far as repair relationships, I always say that conversation is the best thing to be had. It is nothing wrong with talking to a person and squashing things. It is the adult thing to do. It's going to be so many situations in life where you have to actually just sit down with people and talk. It's going to happen with your family. It's going to happen with your friends. It's going to happen with people at work. It does not matter. It's kind of inescapable, but for my residents, I would want them to find common ground. I want them to be on the same page. I want them to compromise with each other. I would definitely say conversation for sure. Hey guys, that is the end of my RA application video. I am Salandra Singleton, a first year pre-nursing scholar from Miami, Florida, and I hope that you enjoyed this video.